Hey guys, welcome to the Game Precast, episode 15. My name is Frank. I am joined by Mike. This is our podcast where we talk about all things gaming. This week's going to be a pretty short one. Not that much happened, but next week should be a lot more busier. But before we get into anything, we usually like to talk about what we've been playing, what's been going on. So, what's been going on with you, Mike? Yeah. Nice. Fancy. Okay. That's very appropriate. Yeah. And it's on Game Pass? Nice. That's cool. Yeah, good game. Yeah, yeah, Well, before I go into my games, I just want to talk about the Division 2 real quick. I mean, you know how I feel about the Division 2. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Oh, I thought we talked about this before. Well, I played the Division 1, didn't beat it. I was not feeling the bullet spongy, like the bullet spongy, really hard to kill enemies in that game. And not that they're hard to kill. They're just like, all right, put fucking like 20 bullets into one guy, and then he's like, oh, I died. Well, all right, that shouldn't really work like that. Exactly. Yeah. But in the Division 2, the bullet sponginess was a lot less. It was still there, but it was much better. So I ended up actually enjoying the game a lot more. I beat it. I did all the side content. I did the DLCs, the free DLCs, and the paid expansion. And I enjoyed it quite a bit. I mean, I'm not huge on those kind of games, like live service games. I'm not that big on. I played it solo because none of my friends had it, but I had a relatively good time as it. I mean, I thought it was relatively good. I don't think we're gonna see a Division 3 anytime soon, just because. Yeah, but they have Avatar coming out and they have Star Wars coming out, so they are. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yes, Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, gummy. All right. For the games that I played this week, um, I played Little Nightmares 1 and its DLC expansions. Um, it was it was okay. I mean, I feel like I know a lot of people like Little Nightmares 1. I also played Little Nightmares 2, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But my problem with the Little Nightmares is it feels like a shittier version of Inside, which I don't know if you played Inside. Yeah, that was a platform that a lot of people liked, and that's what Little Nightmares feels like. It's like, all right, here it's Inside, but a little bit more edgy, and here's a dude who hung himself, and here's a dude who like shot himself, and it's like, yeah, it's scarier than Inside. Little Nightmares 1 wasn't that scary. Little Nightmares 2 definitely had some moments. But the story in both games and the DLCs don't really make much sense. They're like kind of all over the place in the ending in all the yeah, but they make sense at the end of the game. When you get to the end of the game and hear it, they still don't make sense. That's like the problem. Like and all their endings are not that good. They kind of did that with Little Nightmares 1 with their DLCs that I played, but it wasn't like anything that crazy, and it didn't really give much insight to the. Yeah, it wasn't as good as what they did with Inside with explaining the story. Yeah, yeah, it was a free game of goals. Yeah, yeah. So, but Little Nightmares 2, which just came out on the 11th, um, it was it was good. I mean, it was scarier than Little Nightmares 1. It wasn't like, oh wow, like Resident Evil 7 scary, but it was still creepy at times. Especially there's a level in the hospital which is real fucking spooky. I don't want to. It's not really spoilers, but yeah, it's the fucking hospital level is just it's good. It's scary, but it's good. It pissed me off. There's a lot of moments in this game that really pissed me off. Like just made me rage a little bit. Like not that it was like not that it was really hard. It was usually just like a stupid game mechanic that just wasn't fucking working. That pissed me off. But that's really all I have to say about Little. Ah, no, I do have more to say. I played Little Nightmares 2 on Stadia because they had the Stadia Pro. It came to Stadia Pro for free, and I can get a Stadia Pro free trial. So I was like, all right, you know, we'll check it out on that because I don't know, save $30 for a game that I might not actually really like, and I'll never replay. So I was like, all right, yeah, we'll do this. So I got Stadia, and it had so many issues setting it up, and I finally, got it working. It looks so bad, bro. Stadia is just such a mess. Like it's so like, I mean, I have good internet, dude. Um, I'm wired in. Yeah, I'm wired in. I have good internet. I have really good internet, and it's still like buffering on like 1440p. Like you'll see like boxes like that are like completely buffered out in the background, and it ran smooth. It ran to 60 FPS, which I think is better than what even the consoles got, the next gen consoles. So in that aspect, it was nice, but the visuals just looked like complete dog shit, even at 1440p. And I mean, if you look at Stadia's website, they're like, "Oh yeah, you can run this at 4K," and I'm like, "Well, no, you can't because I'm on 1440p and I'm struggling, and I have faster internet than what you recommend." But that was my issue. Yeah. See, I just don't understand like, if Google's really getting out of gaming, like why did they go make this deal with Little Nightmares 2 to go bring it free to Pro? Like last it was done in a while. Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense. But besides that, I then switched it up a little bit. I went to a much more lighter side because I've been playing a lot of horror games recently. Between The Medium, Little Hope, Little Nightmares, it's DLC, Little Nightmares 2. I've been on like a horror grind. So yeah, I know, but I I switched it up. I went to Ratchet and Clank 2016 because yeah, I never played it and it was a free PlayStation collection game. Um, yeah, so I downloaded it and I played about maybe the first half of the game and it's pretty good. It's for some reason it's 30 FPS, which makes no sense to me. The game came out in 2016. It doesn't look that good to the point where it shouldn't be able to run 60 FPS on a PS5. Which I get Insomniac is busy and yeah, but it could have very easily gotten an upgrade to 60. But it's a relatively good experience. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. The story is kind of but I wasn't expecting no hard telling story from this game. I mean, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, the combat. I mean, I only have like two. I have three different weapons, or maybe I have four now. I have the normal gun, the grenade, the rocket launcher thing, and this little robot dude who like comes out and fights. Not the Clink, some other robot. Yeah, yeah. Nah, it's some other like third robot you can have like his little guardian. So those are like my four weapons, and I mean the combat is it's not that good. But then again, there's a lot more weapons that I haven't unlocked yet, so maybe I'll enjoy it more by the time I beat the game. Um, the platforming is pretty fun, like the puzzles and all that is pretty good. So I'll probably enjoying the platforming more right now. As far as the Rift Apart, I'm not sure. I think they'll probably have a nice even mix of it. I think that's going to be a really good game, which we're going to talk about later because there is some news regarding that. But I do think they'll do a good job with it. But you fiend, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I mean they've been killing it. You haven't beaten Miles Morales yet, have you? You haven't. You fucking model. Unbelievable. That's like the intro of the game. Yeah. What you like? You got your PS5 day one. You're like, oh, Miles Morales, and then you're like, I never again. I gotta go replay Black Ops 3 like for the fourth time. That is a very valid point. That is a very valid point. And actually, I have a few more things I gotta talk about. Movies. I mean, we do this update with me. I watched. Just go for it. Mute up. I will speak to the people. Wow. You're like, all right, I'm not dealing with you today. Oh, yes. I saw that at work, dude. That looks amazing. Yeah, you were like on Twitter fighting for it back in the trenches. Yeah, yeah. But he looks good in this trailer. He looks good. Yeah, yeah. I gotta rewatch it. I'm doing a rewatch right now. That's the last movie that I need to watch, besides Suicide Squad, which I'll be skipping. That's the last like real good movie that I need to watch before going into Justice League. Okay. Yeah, it's on HBO Max, so that's the way I'll be watching it. Ultimate Edition. Cool. Yeah. Do we have a length yet? Do we know how long it's gonna be? I remember hearing it was gonna be like 4 hours a while ago. It's gonna be nuts. Yeah, dude, I gotta watch Lord of the Rings, but it's like they're so long. It's just like throws. I know everyone says they're good, but then I look at it and I'm like, oh, 4 hour movie. I don't know if I could do that right now. Yeah, yeah, I know. But yeah, but this week, for movies that I've watched, I started watching a lot of old movies, like classics that I never saw that a lot of people like. So I watched Pulp Fiction for the first time, and I mean, I thought it was good, but a lot of people I feel like just like hyped it up so much that it kind of ruined it for me. Like there's so many people telling me, "Oh, it's the best movie of the last 30 years," and yeah, and then I watch it, I'm like, "Ah, it was okay. I mean, it was good." Yeah, I had a lot of preachers at work and at home, but so I watched that. That was earlier in the week, Then I watched Goodfellas. Uh, no, I never see. I know I'm a disappointment. I haven't watched The Godfather either. Don't get mad. Oh, I'm waiting for the 4K remaster. I'll watch the whole trilogy at once. That's what my dad said. It's a disgrace to my family, oh, my heritage, to the country. I'm getting there. But I enjoyed Goodfellas. I mean, I really liked the intro, like the first like 30 to 40 minutes. I was really loving it, and then I don't know if I'm saying her name right. When Lorraine Bracco, I think that's how you pronounce her name, the therapist from Sopranos. When her character gets introduced, I feel. All right, Mike. Gonna. But yeah, I don't know. I felt like the movie quality went downhill a little bit once she got introduced. I don't know. I probably am wrong. I feel like 'cause a lot of people really like this movie, but I just felt like after like she got introduced and they started just going off on this like whole romance thing, like, oh, all right, we're dating, now we're not dating, oh, now here's my side chick, oh, here's my second side chick. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. But then the ending was good. It picked back up towards the end, but yeah, I like The Departed. The, I'll add it to the list. I added it to the list. It's on the list with an asterisk next to it, meaning it's on the coming soon list. Very close. Yeah. But but then also I watched Good Will Hunting, which I don't know if you've seen. You have not. It's Matt Damon, Robin Williams, Ben Affleck, Casey Affleck. So they had a good cast. It was an okay movie. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah. Not much to say about it though. I watched it last night, and that's I mean, the story, I don't want to say the story's forgettable, but it's a lot of just like killing time, them hanging out in bars, and a lot of therapy sessions, trying to Matt Damon with his past and the whole shebang. But overall, it was a relatively good film. The acting was really good, but yeah, yeah, he's the best person in that movie. He does a okay. I'll add it to the list. Yeah, Good Will Hunting has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, so overall, I think it's relatively high. Yeah, I know. I know it's not the most accurate, but relatively good film. So, on that note, we are going to move into what our podcast is about. We just wasted 32 minutes going on a rant about what we played and what we've seen this week. So, even though it was going to be a shorter episode, not anymore. We're going for the record. Okay. Let me just write down the timestamp. So, all right. So earlier today, it was announced that a Nintendo Direct is coming tomorrow, 5 p.m. EST. It's gonna be 50 minutes long, so relatively long for directs, because directs usually just go like that. They're just chumming content out, and it's gonna be where is it? This is the first. I forgot to turn Steam off, so now you know what my friend is playing. He's playing Borderlands the pre-sequel. Um, but I haven't had a direct. They haven't had a real direct. Like they have these like little shorter ones, but they haven't had like a full length, big scale direct since September of 2019. So I mean, it's been a while. So they should have a ton of stuff. It's supposed to be, you know, focused on what's coming early 2021. I'm not sure if we'll see anything that's coming later in the year, a little teaser maybe, but the focus is 2021 early, first half. So should be exciting. I would say Switch Pro getting announced pretty low, and I hope so because I just bought a Switch for myself. It's coming today, so I've been waiting for the Switch Pro forever, and then it's never coming out. They just like had like a statement saying, "Yeah, we're not revealing it anytime soon." So I'm like, okay, it's safe to buy. I just bought like the new Mario Switch that just came out with 3D All Stars, and now I see this. And dude, if a Pro gets announced, oh, I mean, I'll just return the Switch, so it's not the end of the world. But still, yeah, it looks cool. No, I don't think so. I think I think a teaser at the absolute most, just because I absolutely think that Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be a fall release coming with the Switch Pro. So I think they'll save that for whatever's happening in June. So whatever show they have in June, that's when they'll announce the Pro, and that's when they'll announce Breath of the Wild 2. It's not confirmed yet. No, nothing's fucking confirmed with Nintendo. You never know what they're gonna do. I mean, they announced this. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, tomorrow, 50-minute direct. Yeah, come here, we're gonna have games. But one prediction, or actually two predictions. Yeah, I was just about to say that. I mean, Republic Commando, I think that is almost positive we're going to see that. Um, the other wild card would be the KOTOR remasters. Not the remake, but the remasters that are coming. I could very easily see those getting announced with their little Switch ports. Um, yeah, I would expect it. Yeah, yeah. The other wild card I think would be the Resident Evil Switch focused game that's going to be coming out. It's going to be coming out to all other platforms as well, but it's more of like a spin-off kind of game similar to Revelations, but not actually Revelations. I think there's a chance we could see that. I wouldn't, bet money on that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't. The fact that there's 50 minutes worth of stuff, like they said, they're gonna, like show off some stuff for current games that have already launched, and then there'll be new announcements as well. So I'm not really sure. Like, I mean, I'm sure we'll see some like Monster Hunter Rise gameplay and a few other things that are already announced. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'll definitely be watching it tomorrow at 5 p.m. But yeah, it makes sense. It's selling really well. I've never played it. Really. Oh, we got some breaking news. We got some breaking news. I'm editing it in right here because I cannot wait to say it. I'm not even making this a topic. It won't be a long thing. Um, live from Twitter, Stadia leadership told its game studios they made great progress a week before shutting them all down. That's it. Oh yeah, you guys are doing great. Yeah, by the way, don't hire anyone else. We're gonna be shutting you down next week. But yeah, you're doing great. Don't worry. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to our next topic. 6 days in Fallujah. I think I pronounced that right. Hopefully. It's the canceled. The canceled. The canceled Konami game from 2009 will be back and it will launch on PC and consoles in 2021. Now note this is not going to be made by Konami. It's getting made by Victoria, which is teaming up with Highwire Games, which is a studio founded by Jamie Greismer, who worked on Halo, and then Jared Noftel and Marty O'Donnell, who worked on Halo and Destiny. Yeah. Yeah, there's veterans involved in it from based on what I'm reading. Veterans who were there, and also some citizens. Yeah. You see, that's what I thought, and that's why I was defending it. Like, I was full blown defending it because I thought the same thing as you. And then they came out and they said something that kind of made me be like, I don't know about that. Hey, they're supposed, oh, no, well, supposedly the news story is going to be about a group of U.S. soldiers like helping a civilian escape the city, which I don't know. I don't think that was like the average scenario that actually happened there. Yeah. Yeah, that's like my main thing is. I don't want it to be a glorification. Like, I want it to be more in line with what like Spec Ops: The Line did, where it really shows the horror of war. Like I don't need no fucking like COD simulator. Like, oh, we're going and saving the world, nothing bad can happen. Oh, they're all the bad guys. Just kill them, and then yeah, 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 yeah. I agree. I want to see like some solid gameplay to really get a good opinion on it before. But I mean, we should be seeing extended coverage relatively soon, based off what I heard. I'd say within the next 2 months or so. So we'll have to wait around and see. I thought it came. Either it got a release date and didn't happen, or because I remember seeing a release date. Ah, yeah. All right. Well, all right. Well, on that note, let's move into Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart coming out on June 11th. Showed off a nice trailer with it. Pre-orders went live. Yeah, pretty exciting. I mean, we touched on it at the beginning when we were talking about 2016's game, but I'm excited for it. I think they're gonna do a really good job with it. I mean, Salminak, as we said earlier, has been fucking crushing that dude. I mean, they've made so much good content recently, and they're pumping it out so fast, and the quality's still there. And this really looks like it should be the best Ratchet and Clank game ever. So, yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, I do just want to comment on the release date. I mean, we're sitting in June now. I mean, this game was originally there was rumors that it was gonna be a launch title, which obviously that didn't happen. Then it was released as a launch window game, which most insiders were saying January or February. And I mean, obviously, it's coming out in June now. And I mean, the rumors were that Horizon was supposed to be that game coming out around June. So my expectation is that we're seeing Ratchet in June. We're gonna see Horizon around the fall time, and God of War definitely pushed out into 2022. And that's my expectation. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's possible. Yep. How dare you? I just don't. Dude, I enjoyed it so much. I liked her. I thought Alloy. Yeah. I don't know. But on that note, we're gonna be transitioning into uh pretty small topics here, just more or less mentioning these things. As you can see, we're definitely trying to stretch this episode based off how long the intro was and now what these last couple topics will be. So first, a little bit of micro news. Kingdom Hearts, all their games will be going onto PC. Epic Game Store exclusive on March 30th. Yeah, and dude, they're so expensive too. Like you can get these games like on like PlayStation, like a bundle for like $30. They're charging $50 for Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. They're charging $60 for Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. They're charging $60 for Kingdom Hearts 3 plus the Remind DLC, and they're charging $60 for Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. That's recent, right? That just came out in like September. Yeah. Yeah. Well, all right. So you're telling. So is 1.5 the first game? So why is it called one? It's called point 0.5 because it's. And then what's the deal with the 2.8 final chapter prologue? Like it's a. Yeah. Yeah, I bought Kingdom Hearts 3. I just haven't played it yet. It's just sitting on my shelf over there. It's yeah. Ah. Yeah, and the next um, um yeah, you'll get it when the PS6 comes out. Um in other news, Marvel Avengers, its next gen upgrade is arriving on March 18th along with Operation Hawkeye, which is the next DLC that they have. Yeah, and the game's launch was so bad. I mean, I haven't played the first DLC yet, which I don't know how that was received. But I'm waiting until March 18th to check out both DLCs and the next gen upgrade at the same time. And if those are bad, then I'm not even gonna stick around and play the Spider-Man one, which is the next one that's coming out. Yeah, I figured. I know you. Yeah. It's someone's fault. Um, so up next, Metro Exodus is getting its next gen upgrade. It'll be free. 4K 60 FPS, full ray traced lighting, per pixel ray traced global illumination, infinite number ray bounces, FOV slider, enhanced textures, PS5 DualSense features. Once again, it'll be a free upgrade. And then for the people on PC, you're getting even more upgraded ray tracing, and you're getting DLSS 2.0. So yeah, faster load times as well. Oh, I loved it. I played this DLC. Great game. Yeah, Exodus wasn't as good as the first two games. Yeah, it's very pretty. Yeah, we would want it right now to see. I didn't see a release date. Let's see. Yeah, no release date yet, but yeah, it makes sense. All right, write the timestamp down. Up next, Amazon Studios' New World has been delayed till August 31st of 2021. They had the beta going, and based off the feedback and gameplay experiences from it, they have realized that they need to delay it again. Um, yeah, closed beta will begin on July 20th. If anyone's interested, you got to pre-order though to be getting access to that. So, or just pre-order and cancel. I mean, but yeah, it's just I don't know. They're working on it. I'm surprised they haven't canceled it yet. Amazon just hasn't cut the. Well, the Amazon CEO says he is interested in keeping gaming around. Well, he says fuck you. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you tell him, Mike. All right, and into our final topic of the video. Um, Game Pass has announced its new games coming to the platform this month and a little bit into March, I believe, as well. So we got Elite Dangerous coming to consoles. We have Killer Queen Black coming to cloud and console. We got Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire Ultimate Edition coming to cloud and console. You got Wreckfest coming to cloud, console, and PC. Got Dirt 5 coming to cloud, console, and PC. Super Hot Mind Control Delete to PC and Code Vein to PC. So pretty good selection here. Yeah. So pretty good selection here. Um, yeah. I played the first one a little bit in VR, but I never beat it. Yeah. I almost broke my fucking wall though, dude. Just fucking diving around. Yeah, I did that. Yep. Oh, at Dirt 5. Yeah. It's exciting. But yeah, and this is the first time they've actually called it cloud. They usually just call it Android. So I think very soon we're gonna see this release where it's gonna come. The cloud thing is gonna come to PCs. It's gonna come to TVs. It's gonna come to iOS, and maybe, and this is just a maybe, but the Switch. I can see it coming on cloud. And yeah, and then PlayStation's a long shot. I don't see that happening yet, but yeah. I think that's the smartest thing to do. That's what I've been saying for a while now. Just force them into the ecosystem if you want to bring it to PlayStation. And then you say, all right, well, we're open to bringing it to the platform, but Sony needs to agree to allow Game Pass over there. Simple as that. Yeah. 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 Sony got too relaxed last gen. I mean, you could tell just by the end of the generation. I mean, they're still having good games come out, but they got a little bit cocky, and you can see with some of their stuff. And they've been better at the start of the PS5 generation, so hopefully, you know, yeah, yeah, probably. But well, yeah, I mean, we've kind of seen them flip. I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, Xbox had the same issue where they got too relaxed after the 360 generation, and they went in with the one, thinking they were just gonna crush everything, and they got fucking knocked out, and PlayStation just ran away with it. And then by the end of the generation, PlayStation got too relaxed, and now you see with next gen, Xbox kind of made this push at the end of the generation, and they're sort of gearing up, and now Sony's kind of like, all right, well, we gotta relax too. I guess we gotta get back to where we were. So then you see them with that game sharing. They made that a lot easier. They had the PlayStation Plus collection that came out, so that was pretty consumer friendly. So they've been on the path to redemption, but well, it's close. I was looking at the sales. Right now, obviously, both have limited stock, but it's like neck and neck. PlayStation has a small lead in America, in North America, altogether. In Europe, PlayStation has a pretty solid lead, um, and same as Japan. So, I mean, it's relatively close, similar. Yeah, PS5 is not doing as good as the PS4 did in Japan at launch. Yeah. Well, you're also seeing a lot of people, like in Japan and Asia in general, moving to PC, which has always been the big platform over there. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's like no game studios by us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, but on that note, guys, we managed to stretch what was a really short week into a very nice lengthy episode. So, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week for what should be a very packed episode. I'm hoping. So, yeah. We'll see you then, guys. Adios.